What is going on, everybody? Taylor and Jacob here. We are hosting our first ever watch-along on this channel today. So this could lead to disaster, but it's going to be a lot of fun either way. So, Jacob, what are we watching today?
We're watching 2002 Scooby-Doo.
So Jacob is the only one on this stream not excited to watch this movie. I think it is a cultural masterpiece, staple, classic, amazing piece of art. Jacob sits there and shakes his head at me, which is why we're bringing other people onto this watch-along who will enjoy this movie with me while Jacob goes and drinks alcohol and maybe falls asleep.
I can't because I have to drive after this, so I can't drink alcohol. It sucks.
But let's bring in our guests who are actually excited about this movie like I am.
Hello.
Hi.
Puppy power. Da, da, da.
See, this is why we have them here, to enjoy it with me, because you're the grumpy old man on the stream.
I am.
Old man Smithers.
You gonna introduce our guests?
Yes, we welcome our lovely friends from Flick and Reel. How are we doing today, folks? How are we feeling?
We're doing flicking fantastic.
That's fast.
Nailed it. 100% nailed that one.
If you want to kick him off, I understand.
Just kick both of the boys off.
I almost got kicked off of Twitter for my pun earlier today. That this movie released in 2002.
Oh, it's gonna be a long night.
Are you devastated that you have to drive after this stream?
A little bit. You can't this movie is 90 minutes. Last night I watched Age of Extinction. I think this is going to feel longer.
You are a menace. You are such a menace. This movie is fantastic. Let's jump into this.
The best part of Age of Extinction is that they wiped out T.J. Miller.
Yeah, it was. That was the only good part of the whole movie. They were like, let's get rid of that. We don't need
Can't make bomb threats on a plane if you're dead.
Okay, we're going to start this movie, guys. If you are in Australia like us and watching it, it is available on Netflix. If you are in the US and watching it, you have to have the wonderful and amazing app known as HBO Max.
I sense a lot.
Good luck. So if you want to watch it in America, it is on HBO Max. If you want to watch it in Australia, it is on Netflix. We, on the other, however, are going to kick it off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, Brian, this is an international double date for sure.
Yes.
This is what we've got going on here.
I told Brian
I think that's how Jesse pitched it to me too.
I also pitched it as, "Hey, do you want to come on the show?" And then all of a sudden, I saw your thumbnail. I was like, "I guess you're on the show, actually."
She is welcome to come and go as she pleases, but we would love her to be here the whole time because I end up hanging out with dudes most of the time, being part of this community. So,
I still remember seeing this in theaters.
I mean, I'm always happy to watch Scooby-Doo. So,
I remember we were trying to find a Halloween movie to watch last year, and I was like, "Can we watch Scooby-Doo?"
Was that the first one we watched?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you reckon it's too early now to mention the shrine to this movie?
No, we should kick it off with the shrine to this movie. It's super important.
You can tell the story. You're telling this story.
Okay,
You're the one who.
First of all, I just want to shout out the haircut that we've got going on for Freddie Prinze in this movie.
And the ascot.
I just like the casting in this movie is so perfect.
Good. When the Luna Ghost rounds the corner. Okay, do you want to know what's actually a little funnier than this movie? Is the commentary for it. I remember being 14 years old.
This whole plan they have for the beginning of this movie just kills me every time. But we have a theme park here in Australia, and it's Movie World. So a lot of it's like DC themed kind of stuff.
It's owned by Warner Brothers.
It's owned by Warner Brothers, but a lot of it's DC. But they have a ride that is dedicated to this movie. Like you walk through like a
somebody
castle.
Screenshot those white eyes. Sorry, go ahead.
Like it there's a ride built for this movie, and it's the only reason to me that Movie World like has any rights whatsoever. Like theme park's fine, but the fact that they like play clips from the movie like while you're waiting in line, and it's like it's a whole thing, and it's my favorite theme park thing I've ever seen.
I would almost go to Australia for that ride specifically.
Just to go on the Scooby-Doo ride.
The worst part is they recently upgraded. Because it's obviously nearly 20 years old. Because it actually came out.
Stop it.
It came out before the movie came out. Like it was basically used as promotional material for the movie because this movie was shot where I live, like where it was shot on the Gold Coast. It was shot at that theme park because there is a operating studio behind the theme park. And so it was used as massive marketing campaign for
this move is the best skateboarding skills ever. 10 out of 10
is that maneuver on a skateboard is called a hippie jump, and Shaggy is in fact
like this whole sequence is just 10 out of 10. Like
this movie is 10 levels of unnecessary, and I'm here for all of it.
Yes, 1000%. Best thing ever.
I like that. Sarah Michelle Gellar talks about that every time you see her backside, it's a stunt butt.
I didn't know that. Yeah. That's amazing.
I've remembered so much of this commentary.
I think recently Jesse and I kind of made a list of like our comfort movies, and I think this made it on both of our lists. So we do.
I also did some trivia for some of the like most knowledgeable people I know. We had like quiz show. Jeff was on there, PJ was on there, and a couple other people. And I said, in what 2002 film does Pamela Anderson play herself? And nobody got it.
Oh,
there she is, the legend herself.
Yeah.
I love this so much. I love this where they just roll up dressed like them, like, and they just like, it's so good. It's so good.
And anyone that didn't expect us to talk through this entire movie is out of their mind.
Oh God.
This movie for me is the epitome of why copyright shouldn't exist, or like why they need to fix copyright laws, because this is clearly a parody. Like it's meant to be a parody, but they couldn't do a parody as Scooby-Doo, so they had to do a real a
real parody.
Yeah,
the self-awareness of this movie is like my favorite. I keep using this line and nobody knows what it's from. I say I'm a lover boy of George Clooney in proportion. People are like, what are you talking about?
I mean, to be fair, Jacob's the one that made me watch Transformers.
To help you study.
So, like, the fact that, like, it goes both ways, Brian, I promise. Like, I was just going to study.
Bumblebee for the first time.
Oh, I love Bumblebee. We're doing that one.
It was actually good. It was actually good.
We get to watch The Last Night tonight, and then tomorrow's Bumblebee.
At least there's a light at the end of the tunnel, folks. That's what we're putting.
We're both studying IG movies. Maybe we should get a match going or something.
Maybe we should meet up in a ring sometime. Throw down.
Yeah. Schmodown, throw down.
I just want to say, I think the only Scooby-Doo thing that comes close to the level of greatness of this is the Supernatural episode. It is.
Oh yeah.
One of the best things I've ever seen.
Watch the Ascot.
One thing that I love about this movie, and it happens through the entire movie, is that it's like you're gonna buy into this world, like no matter how ridiculous we make it, and we don't care. Like they never try to pull. Like she takes her glasses off, and she's like, "I can't. I'm suddenly completely no spatial awareness. I'm blind. Like I can't." And there's like, "You're just gonna buy it. Like that's just how it goes." And you're like, yep, I do buy it. I don't care. This is fantastic.
I love this movie because so often people bring up like, what's the movie you can quote the most often? I always say Anchorman. And then I watched this movie. I was like, wait, no, I could speak this entire film.
No, my most quotable movie, and I hate that it is, I just know it so off by heart, is the Simpsons movie. No, it's the Simpsons movie. I hate that that's my, but every time it's on, I just quote it word for word every single time.
Mine is definitely Just Friends. I know Just
so
Friends from start to finish, the entire thing.
That's a good one, though.
Mine is
I am an artist.
Pride and Prejudice 2005.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say And Zombies.
That is an excellent choice.
I like how you're the one who like picked like a genuine like, okay, that's actually like a really good movie.
I was watching it one time and he had never seen it, and he sat down to just kind of watch it with me, and he was like, okay, actually.
At the end of it, I was like, okay, this is actually
Did you
really
tell him
good.
he has to do like the hand flex?
Yeah, you gotta do the.
The same thing happened. I'll actually know the exact same thing happened with Bridgerton.
Yeah, he
Like,
was never gonna actually.
Soundtrack?
He was never actually gonna watch Bridgerton with me, and then he sat down when I was like watching it, and then he was like, "Damn it!"
And we binge watched 7 episodes in one day.
Oh, this is so good.
This movie came out when I was, let's see, 9 years old. I did not understand the hot box joke.
Brian, yes, I have watched the Transformers, the movie.
Yeah, we started with that.
We started with that one. Mr.
Do you mean Melvin do?
Grab
the Fudo and let's scramble.
The Fudo and let's scramble. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite lines.
Matthew Lillard is such a treasure.
He's so good. He's so good in everything he's in. It's ridiculous.
I love picturing that Shaggy
coming out of the van. Like, it's just.
I want to imagine that he's the same character in Scream that he is in Scooby-Doo.
That somehow makes it scarier.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
American dollars. 10,000 American dollars, just so that everybody knows. All you can eat.
All you can eat?
Oh, dude.
I remember when
I've been on a Freddie Prinze Jr. kick lately, and like I'm so sad that he doesn't really do movies anymore. It makes me so sad. He's
now
so
you have
good.
to go to Star Wars for some Freddie Prinze.
Ugh, I know. It hurts me. I love Star Wars, but I'm on a bit of a break from Star Wars at the moment, like for my own mental health.
I'm on a break from the fandom.
You need a cleanse every once in a while.
Yeah, like,
it's just so much.
Yeah, so I went back and started watching like
Many Faces of Me. And yes, I knew that before it popped up.
I low key like that. There's definitely some undertones of romantic tension between Velma and Fred in this movie.
Oh, absolutely!
And I think it's so fun. Like they just kind of play with the stuff they play with in this movie because, like you said, it's clearly a parody, but they had to actually do Scooby-Doo.
Dorky chicks like you turned me on to.
Well, I
love her luggage.
They tried to make Linda Cardellini not hot, which is
I know. How do you expect to do that?
It's like miscongeniality. You're like, Sandra Bullock is not attractive, and you're like,
in what world? In what world? I do love myself some Sarah Michelle though.
Some of my favorite stuff comes from the deleted version of this scene, where they all have their flashbacks, and they have like a Kill Bill scene with Daphne.
This part is my favorite, and this is what I was talking about.
Who's the old broad?
Where this is what I was talking about earlier, where they're like, "You're gonna buy into this, like that it works," and you're gonna be like, "Yeah, all right, sure." He gets on an airplane like that; it's fine.
He made it through security like that.
Yeah, like I love that they're like this. That's just how this world works, and you're just gonna believe it, and just move on.
Well, I love that like Fred is kind of sold as one of the smart ones, but then
can we get like a Scooby-Doo 3 and just bring everybody back?
I know, seriously.
We'll let them all be hot.
Oh God, yeah. Like just, oh. I love it's so hard.
"Woo-hoo-hoo!"
This movie is one of those movies for me where I'm like, you can't cast like this cast is my cast. Like if I see anyone else play these characters, I'm like, no, I don't buy
Well,
it.
that's why
I don't believe it.
everyone was pissed at Will Forte when they did the animated
Mm.
film, and it's like Will Forte's going to
How
be
dare you
Shaggy.
stand where he stood?
Exactly.
And like I feel bad for Will Forte because it's not his fault.
Jacob
everyone's
can't
like,
handle
"Fuck."
our level of fandom.
Everyone's just like, F you, Will Forte. And he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't do anything.
Because
It
Matthew
is-
Lillard went on to be Shaggy in like the animated stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
been Shaggy since. It is okay. Mentally, it is 9 a.m. in the morning for me. It is too early for this.
I love the bar on this airplane. How it's like literally you walk up to a bar
I love that he inhales
and
like
they're
a
giving
vacuum.
out like
Well, and they all have like a mile
God,
of
she's
leg
young
space.
there.
Australia's own.
Yeah. Like I said, dude, this movie's filmed here, and you can tell.
it's one of the most mainstream films that was filmed here, where you can tell it was filmed here, but not in a way where you're like, ugh.
That's the it was the first big one that was filmed here.
But some of them, like where they try to make like Hollywood movies here, but like also make it apparent it's filmed here, you're like, that's
Yeah.
someone needs to be fired for that. That's terrible.
Here comes my favorite line of the entire movie. Shortly.
What a gift he is.
It's like it's so weird for me to see Isla Fisher in this movie because it's so weird to see her with not red hair. I
sure.
look at her and I'm like, what is this? Why is this happening?
They're vegetarian and I love them. And I'm not ahead of you guys, I swear. I'm just saying it in advance. She is selling it.
That's like my favorite name.
That's it right there.
God.
It's the best. They're just like, yep, he's gonna beat someone named Mary Jane, and you're gonna buy into it that that's just how life works.
I can imagine the writing team trying to restrain James Gunn throughout this movie. And
Also, what airline would just let a cat be sitting like that?
but remember, they said no dogs.
Apparently they
but
do
the
now.
cat's fine. Yeah.
Oh, this airline is just like, we're going to Spooky Island. There are no rules.
Mhm.
All
Rules
bets
are out the
are off.
window.
Isn't it specifically like a spooky airline or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. So it's like they make their own airline aviation rules. There it is, Spooky Air. Look at that plane.
Spooky Air.
Look at those graphics.
The CGI is. Ooh.
Okay, you know what's funny?
It's
is
top.
I could be wrong, but I think the CGI was bad for 2002.
It was.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
It totally was.
Okay.
I kind of like to think it's intentional.
Sure.
It adds.
Yeah,
it
let me.
adds
Okay,
to the charm.
Jesse, let me give you context. This is the same year that Gollum came out. No, we lost. No.
Oh.
Think we lost you for a bit. There we go. Now you're back.
I think we're back.
But yes, this
So,
is the same year as Gollum. So
I was going to bring up that Brendan Meyer was in a match, and I think it was his 3 or 5 pointer, and they asked who played Emilio Mondavarius in Scooby-Doo,
Yeah.
and he's like,
This is 5 pointer.
Rowan Atkinson, like a guess, and they're like, yeah.
I love Brendan Meyer. I think he's fantastic. He's so fun.
How do we get a Spooky Island t-shirt?
I know.
they
Someone
have
needs
to
to fund
exist.
They
this.
have to exist.
I mean, one of the rides does.
Our cats are playing peekaboo with Captain America's shield right now.
Yes, they are.
Balls and everything. I think they got all the right people for this movie that knew exactly what movie they're in. They understood the
Oh
assignment.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
They all know exactly what's going on, which is a rare thing for a movie like this. A lot of the times you have like half of the cast who knows what kind of movie they're in, and then the other half is just like
We just
not quite sure.
We just experienced that with Drive Angry.
I was just gonna say William Fichtner was the only one who knew what movie he was in.
Oh, Twilight guy. Billy Burke.
Oh yeah, and
Billy Burke and
yeah.
William Fichtner knew what movie they were in.
Nicolas Cage didn't know where he was.
The only person who didn't understand what movie he was in with Age of Extinction was
who didn't?
Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah.
Kelsey Grammer came in to deliver.
3 lines.
He came to deliver.
Hands off my breast, son.
Oh, that's funny. But like, Kelsey Grammer is the only one in Transformers: Age of Extinction that is like trying to give you a serious like villain, like top-notch performance. Everyone else in that movie is just like, we're in a movie that no one cares about, and there's explosions, and it doesn't matter. Well, but Kelsey Grammer's like, nope, absolutely not.
Which one is Patrick Dempsey in? Because that was so jarring to me.
Yeah, the third one. That's jarring.
I was like, McDreamy is in a Transformers movie?
Well, so is Frances McDormand.
Yeah, that one's, yeah.
And Ken Watanabe. And yes, I remember the wrestler's name. Zappos.
Any weirdos running around?
No.
So good.
Wow, this movie makes me like cry laughing still, and like you said, it's like 20 years old.
Good.
This song, whenever I watch this, is stuck in my head for like weeks.
The creature said. So this now marks the second character in this movie I wish was J.K. Simmons.
Zarkos is the best.
Tell me that couldn't be Hank Azaria.
What's that?
Tell me that couldn't be Hank Azaria.
Oh, absolutely.
The guy with the spiky hair is such a vibe.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. There's just I love how Velma's the only one that's like
noticing that some people are like,
this is
just a little off.
This is not right.
Scooby-Doo falls in the same category for me as Grind, which I don't know if you guys have watched, where it's funnier than it has any right to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't even know if Grind was that intentional of a comedy, but I find it hilarious.
It's true. I mean, that's how I feel about Just Friends.
True.
And it's so underappreciated.
They plot their revenge. Such a smart little girl.
Oh, that's so condescending. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I want that disco ball, by the way.
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
Fantastic.
I want to go to Dead Mike's. This song randomly pops into my head. Is there a Mr. Do here? Ask Taylor. This is one of the first things I said to her. It's like the best running joke in the movie. Rokai.
This movie is so stupid.
It's the best. It's so good.
Is Jacob enjoying this now more than he has in the past?
I can't remember the last time I watched this movie. I think I was in primary school.
It was not that long ago for us.
It's an annual experience.
I think being good at a crane machine is way cooler than French. Agreed, Shaggy.
It means I love that song.
Oh, God.
But you're scary, so...
I want those purple boots. I really
right?
do.
Oh, I would have nowhere to wear them, and I'd wear them everywhere.
I would wear them everywhere. Jesse would probably come home.
I tell myself
would
that that's
just be wearing
seasoning.
purple boots for no reason.
I tell myself he just threw some pepper on that chicken.
Yeah. I like that she doesn't even react. She's just like impatiently waiting.
I love how all the insults in this movie are calling grown women little girl. Like it's a common theme.
Could be worse.
I mean, it could be worse. It's just funny. Like, it's funny to me that that's what they went with.
Purple is a fall color. It's the middle of May.
Her little frown that she does.
Spooky Island Castle.
All right. So, fair warning: when the scene comes, I will laugh at a disappointing amount with the fart competition, and I still feel bad about it.
That's fair.
Her logic is
It
flawless.
is. If it makes you feel better, we just went to Park City and they have a store that's just socks. And my sister was like, well, I want to get some socks for my boyfriend. And of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pairs, she picked the one that said fart 10 times all the way down the foot. So if that makes you feel any better.
So the ride at Movie World is Spooky
Castle.
Like,
yeah.
that's what they've built. And yeah.
You walk through the castle, watch clips from the movie, and then you get on the roller coaster that takes you through the spooky castle.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You get to eat plastic food.
I wish.
Nah. The worst part about the ride is that they've updated it. So it's now got a whole bunch of CGI in it instead of the animatronics that it used to have.
Yeah. I love his logic there with the bag over the head, because it reminds me when I was a kid where I would like hide under the covers and be like, if the monsters can't see me, then they're not there. That's how it works.
And I don't know if everyone shares this opinion, but the second movie to me, in the wrong way, tried too hard to be a Scooby-Doo movie, where I felt like this one knew what it was.
Mm.
Yeah, I could see where you'd say that.
I haven't watched the second movie in forever.
I've
So I
only
can't
seen
really
it probably
remember it.
twice ever, but this one like 40 times.
Well, get ready for the next watch along, Jacob.
I'm gonna need alcohol.
What kind of mascot is that?
I don't know, but he's scarier than the CGI creature.
Is that just a doll head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever noticed that that's just a head before.
Oh. You learn something new every watch.
That's Wet and Wild. I just realized that. That's Wet and Wild.
Where they filmed it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like it. For sure.
I'm going to call that out. I'm going to call out where they shot this stuff. Just because.
Was this actually Spooky Castle? Filmed on
No.
location? Oh, okay.
No.
I think Scooby is appropriately bad CGI.
Sure.
I think so too.
I think Scooby, I think, is well done in terms of like what the film is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
the monsters, the creatures are bad. Like, yeah.
I aspire to have my bag match my outfit as effortlessly as Daphne
That's
does.
why she has 30
I know.
lounge
It's
flies.
just
Yeah. The more lounge flies you have, the more opportunity.
the closer you can get to living that reality.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
What?
So you have to wear the same outfit every day, though. So that's what Daphne does.
No, it's not the same. It's just the same color.
Okay.
I'm branching out by getting different color lounge fly bags so that I don't have to wear the same color.
The probability goes up that it'll match.
Exactly. What the heck is Fred's outfit in this scene? I would just like to know.
It's a little farmers only, isn't it?
A little bit. A little bit.
Quite the collar.
I love Vilma. She's so good.
Have you watched the deleted scenes for this movie?
I don't think so, but now I feel like I'm missing out.
I have to show you because they're having they do a flashback to Velma going through therapy, and she's talking about how she used to be part of Mystery Inc. And the main chick's like, I don't remember a Thelma.
Typical.
Or there's like a whole giant scene. I think she sings, but she thinks she's drunk after having a non-alcoholic drink.
I've seen that one.
And then it's like, she doesn't know the Bloody Skulls are non-alcoholic, right?
That's fantastic.
I think all the scenes could have stayed.
Oh God, yeah. Give
Just,
me the
like, give me a
give me the
3-hour
4-hour
long
cut of this movie.
Yeah, give me the gun cut.
Yeah, I want the James Gunn cut of this movie.
It's a little intimidating, a gun cut. Who knows what could be in there?
Probably some dicey comments about children.
Oh no.
Can't be much worse than Snyder's comments about anything, to be fair.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Like, to me, I'm just like, I don't want to ever hear about Snyder Cut again ever in my life after what we went through to get that version. Like, I don't ever want to hear it again. Like, we got it. Let's just not anymore. I'm so
It would have been great if they just like did it initially and there was not the swell. And there's like, here's the version you should have gotten, and let's move on.
I'm a man of substance.
That's a compliment. I like that. I don't know why, but for whatever, him running off the stool cracks me up every time.
I think the thing that gets me is the fact that he's wearing the eye makeup. Like, it's just.
I love how much they just like kind of let her be Buffy in this movie.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
that's what the ride cars look like.
Yeah, you get on those ride
amazing.
cars. Like, you're essentially doing this ride. Essentially, it's not exactly the same, but it's mostly.
That's what it's modeled after, at least.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time to me. Okay, as an adult looking at these turkeys, I don't love it. It reminds me of that movie Teeth. Probably.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It probably
is.
If that's what you're thinking of, it probably is.
Yeah. It's one of those things either you know or you don't know. And either way, you're better off not knowing.
Well,
what do you care? You drink out of the toilet.
So do you.
And I gotta be honest, and this is probably maybe my hottest take of the night. This movie's the only time I've ever cared about Scooby-Doo.
I mean,
I've watched some of the cartoons. I've watched some of the animated movies. I watched the sequel, and none of them I enjoy as much as this.
I watched the cartoons growing up, like the TV show that was around when I was growing up. But like, other than that, this is really the only version I enjoy. We watched the newer movie that came out, and it was horrendous. Yeah, it was
bad.
Very bad. So
it's because they didn't get Matthew Lillard.
Yep.
Yeah,
they cursed.
That would have fixed the whole movie.
Yep.
If it was Matthew Lillard, it would have been a perfect 5 out of 5 movie.
Yep. No complaints. 10 out of 10. Seriously, that movie was terrible.
Can we get Matthew Lillard in the MCU? I'm just gonna toss that out there.
Would love that.
As Adam Warlock, obviously.
Can we just have him in the? Can we have him in the MCU as Shaggy? Like but we don't call him that. He just acts exactly like that, and for copyright, they just call him something else.
I just want Shaggy. I just want him back in the. I want him in, like, somehow they find a way to bring him back for Scream 5, which is stupidly called Scream.
this scene got funnier the older I got.
This scene has my grade 3 teacher in it.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So I will point him out.
Adult.
Is it one of the two guys?
Yeah.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah. So
is it the one that goes far out?
Him. The one who, not him, the other one. I'll crush you
That
your
was your
butt. Yeah.
teacher?
That's my grade 3 teacher.
That's so good.
Yeah. I'll never forget. He was still teaching when this movie came out, but I had moved past his grade. Like he was my teacher the year before, and he got basically we all came up back to school after the holidays, and it was just. He got so much shit for it. he got so much shit for it.
But
dude, that guy's so my hero. Okay, that guy is my hero. Like the delivery of word, and then the wink at the camera is just.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing. He understood the assignment 100%.
Ironically, because he's a teacher.
How many tally marks is that? Like before we kick Jesse off, like how many does he have left?
So I want to know how many Schmodown competitors know the term the Damon-ritis. I'd be willing to bet less than half.
Probably.
I'd
be willing to bet most Schmodown competitors haven't seen this movie or watched it once and then forgot about it completely.
I'm going to ask Bibbs' opinion on this movie. I feel like it's going to break my heart, but I'm ready for it.
Probably. You're setting yourself up for heartbreak with that one.
Usually.
Yeah.
Usually.
I didn't even ask anyone in my Finstock Exchange group chat. I was scared of the answer.
Can we do a quick pause? I've hit buffer mode.
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry.
I mean, that's fair. Everybody on your team is pretty scary, though.
How did you feel about the post saying that everybody on the exchange is a variant of Gucci?
Yeah, I was like, I feel like that works with everyone except for me.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I break that pattern and it doesn't work because I'm there. And actually Kim as well. Kim Taylor Foster and I feel like break that theory and it doesn't work.
I don't think there's a world, at least in the Schmodown, where
you still buffering?
It skipped ahead a little bit. Let me back up like 15 seconds.
We're
52-18.
We're at the belching. We're paused on him belching.
Okay, hang on, let me get to that point. Okay. Well, for me that's like 34-40 where they're burping. Let me see where I can. I'm gonna look for a line.
Oh, because I think you're at how much further is left. Not right. Sorry, I'm at how much is left. Sorry.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh god. Okay, hang on.
All right, hang on. I got a picture of Scooby about to do a big burp.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, ready.
All right,
3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Cool. But yeah, I feel like the variant thing works if you don't include Cam or myself. But we kind of ruined that, I think, a little bit.
Did he just do the shake?
Yeah.
Or no,
yeah.
about to, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're about at the same. What's your favorite scene, Jesse?
Yep. He just did the pull my finger, so.
Yeah.
The margarita shake.
Oh god.
It's Daphne walking in for me.
She just walked in for us.
This is why I started doing this, by the way. When the last one, when he turns around. At least he wore the brown pants. But did the alarm just go off?
The
Yeah, the alarm just went off. All right, cool.
We're
We're synced.
Good enough for concept.
Who do we think is the closest variant to Gucci?
Ooh, that's a
Ooh.
good question. Closest Gucci variant.
Hmm.
Probably.
I'm tempted to say Craig, but
I would say Rager.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if he was on. Yeah, absolutely.
Rager Rick Radis, I think, is the closest. But Barbarian's definitely up there.
Well, you look like it's like top choices, you know, like JTE and Roka's something, or the Outlaw specifically.
Yeah.
This is like one of the only movies that can still make me laugh about farts.
You're too sober for this.
I am way too sober for this movie.
I love this movie so much.
I know where that is. That's Paradise Island.
False advertising. I thought it was Spooky Island.
Where is Paradise Island?
Surface Paradise.
Oh, yeah, in Surface. Okay.
I know where Paradise City is. It's where the grass is green and the girls are pretty.
The drip of Rowan Atkinson in this movie
Absolutely.
cannot be overstated.
Just like the shiny black on the outside and flowers on the inside.
I love that tattoo he's got going on. Just right in the middle of his chest. It's a look.
I'm a suspect.
Fred doesn't even have to say anything for me to laugh at him.
Who's that?
Fred.
Fred. Seriously, who put those pants on him with that shirt? Like, crimes.
It's mainly because you creep me out.
And Sarah Michelle still fell in love with him, so you know, it was a win for everybody.
I like his little mouth twitches that he does several times throughout the movie.
What are you doing?
Well, the cats are doing weird cat stuff.
Hey,
I love this so much.
leave your brother alone.
This is the best. Just sits down and casually starts playing the piano.
With big, like, dramatic intrigue.
I feel like this is Discount. He kind of reminds me of Ethan Hawke. I don't know why. But just
I could see that.
Back when he was Handsome Hawk.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now that character would be Mark Ellis's favorite. He's got the Zeppelin.
On the house, so nice sweater.
So good. I want that cup. I want the
skull cup.
Yeah.
For the last time, no urinating on Daphne. It was an accident. You were marking your territory. There's only one funny line in the sequel, and it's like, you're going to make it look like I think Coolsville sucks, and that cuts to
And then they edit it.
Coolsville sucks.
I think Coolsville sucks. It's the most accurate like portrayal of the media I've ever
100%.
seen.
Oh no.
What's always, I don't know why I've always thought about it, but he goes from peeing to a full frontal, like, smash against the window. And my first thought's, where's his penis? I don't know.
Probably CGI'd out.
Yeah. Well, they had released the butthole cut for cats. So, I mean, like.
No.
All right.
No.
All right. And removed.
Promise?
I'm as cute as a Powerpuff. See, this is the cut after. She thinks she's drunk. They cut out the whole scene. And all that applause was for Velma. Like, doesn't that seem weird now?
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's like, what are they clapping for? Because she just had a whole performance.
And what is she giggling about?
It's very subtle.
That's your one bit of foreshadowing. That's very Jim Carrey of him.
All right, I'll allow it.
Absolutely.
Oh god,
It's so
They're
bad.
so bad.
it's so bad. Like, it's really bad.
Why does
I
it feel
love
like
it.
it would have fit
I love
right
it.
in Mighty Morphin? Right?
Well, Mighty Morphin had better practical effects.
That's true. But the CGI.
The wire work or whatever they do is also not great.
No.
When they do like the picking people up and there's like, ugh.
I do love that he hands her glasses.
This.
Oh no.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Space Jam. That's
Yeah.
that's where we're at.
Don't worry. I'm sure Scooby-Doo is going to be in Space Jam somewhere.
Probably.
The crossover nobody's ready for.
The more and more I see of that movie, the worse it looks.
I'll probably watch and not care.
Oh, we've got a screening on Wednesday.
Unfortunately, we will be going to a screening.
I'll switch it.
So
that's
gonna. At least we don't have to pay to go see it.
No.
I feel like that's a movie that I could just sit through and be like, "This is awful," but
at least you get at least it's on HBO Max.
Yeah,
for free.
That's true.
When did she switch bags? That's a different bag.
Oh.
I don't know.
I dig it. I love how she just has multiple ready to go.
Uh-huh.
What a soundtrack this has. I want Mondo to release the vinyl for this. I need a Mondo vinyl Scooby-Doo release.
Absolutely. So are they covering the Labyrinth song by David Bowie?
I don't know. Probably.
You remind me of the Babe. What Babe? Babe with the power. What power? Not now. Now it's something else. But it's so dumb.
I love it so much. Like, there's just enough in it that it feels like watching the TV series from when I was a kid.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
They just need some Benny Hill music playing while they're running through the hallways.
Yep, exactly.
Like, they actually managed to make it a cartoon.
I love this. They just fall right through.
And kicks him in the head.
That had big Hulk and Thor energy.
Yeah, it did.
Those buildings definitely look like Surface Paradise.
It's definitely Surface Paradise. It's definitely Surface.
Like, I never would have known any of this watching it originally because I'd never been over here, but that definitely looks like that area.
I gotta look it up.
That was the most logical thing anyone said in this movie.
Okay, so most of it was filmed on Morton Island, which makes sense.
Not
And then the
me.
baseball's over. Yep. I remember every second of this movie vividly.
All right, so it wasn't. So it's not. It's not Surface.
It looks like
it looks so,
Surface.
but it's Morton Island, which is essentially Surface, but on an island.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that's different. Come on.
Maverick.
I didn't mention it, but that was definitely it was Brisbane Airport, and you could absolutely tell it was Brisbane
Which?
Airport.
Oh, the airport. Oh, yeah,
It's
the
Brisbane
airport. Oh God, yeah.
This is so funny.
He's digging.
No context. This guy just laughs like hilariously. Our friends have been kidnapped. No, there's no. It means
so
nothing.
good. It's so good.
It's the way he stops.
Yo, Red, the ball.
And now it's a different bag. Amazing.
Is it weird things that I remember this?
Should start a tally. Of
What
how
a
many different
style.
Oh God, 90s, early 2000s.
It ain't that easy.
I will mute you.
Oh my God.
You're seconds away from getting kicked out.
I know.
Oh.
This is into it. Into it more? Oh, okay, no. You banged vampires. What's the difference?
I love this.
And I was like,
And I was like, later on.
That's when Sarah Michelle fell in love. She was like, that's the man I will have children with.
It's like, that's exactly what I'm looking for. All of the things have been checked off the list.
I've also, in random moments, said, "What up, dog?" And dog.
I love the like dramatic jumps. They like fly onto the table.
They should have just had Big Show reprise his role as Captain Insano from Waterboy instead of Zappos.
See that? The dramatic vampire jumps.
Uh-huh.
I'm all about it.
This is a Twilight prequel, confirmed. Hi, baby. Please don't. Uh-oh.
Definitely not
Uh-oh.
Matthew. Uh-oh.
That's Wet n Wild. I know that much.
Our cat just paused it, so
It's
we're
okay,
probably
go
about
ahead.
10 seconds behind.
All right.
So hang on. They
He just stopped in front. Just stopped in front of Isla Fisher.
Okay, and play.
Cool. That's just amazing.
Maverick was upset they were watching a dog movie.
He's an agent of chaos.
Yeah. We could have appropriately named either of our cats Loki, and it would have fit.
We could just name them all Loki. They're just variants.
Exactly.
I know this is a bad effect, but it reminds me of a Goosebumps cover. You know the one I'm talking about, the mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Love it. Love it.
Her smile afterwards.
Like the CGI is bad, but that little smile afterwards she does is so great.
I think her shorts get shorter every scene.
Probably.
Kind of like Natalie Portman's midriff in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, it just keeps disappearing.
Like no, Scooby-Doo. You all know these cats.
Just think, he had to do this in front of everyone.
With nothing, actually.
He talks about when he ends up jumping in this hole, one of his legs hits those little side spikes. He's like, that actually hurt. No. Right here. Bonk. Oh, it's not the spike, but it's just like the edge of the... I love when they have all these like 70s inspirations and they set the movie in a non-specific time.
Yeah.
Like,
this movie is happening at a time.
Yeah, at a time, exactly.
It's on its own variant timeline. It's its own offshoot. Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered another one of the worst effects of this movie is the CGI, the soul heads. The soul heads are so bad.
Soul heads aren't good.
Ooh.
They're so bad.
One, the mouths don't sync up at all, and two, I'm like, that doesn't even look like the actor or actress.
No.
Like, yeah. I'm like, Velma? What is
That's Velma?
Apparently.
It looks like a man. A little closer to who's Drake Bell? That looks like Drake Bell. I don't.
Oh
Wow.
no. It's like Lord Farquaad, honestly.
A little bit. A little bit.
Just the like no explanation lower cut shirt.
I know. So she doesn't have the sweater anymore. Her hair is
It's like,
different.
Sorry, Velma, you can't undo what
No
you did.
glasses.
Like, you're allowed to see that she actually has a chest now.
Nope, doesn't work anymore.
That looks like Billy Magnuson. Almost.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like,
Talk me down. I'm still the best protoplasmic head in there. Hey, I can look at myself naked.
Oh, God.
You know what? I feel like I now want a live action Johnny Bravo with Freddie Prinze as Johnny Bravo.
Oh, God.
I think you can nail it.
She looks so scary.
I'll use my tongue as an oar and swim to the edge.
hers looks the best out of all of them.
That's
like
true.
the closest to her.
Mm.
That was very Jumanji. That stretched face. Jumanji was good CGI for the time it came out.
It really was.
Because that's a 90s movie, isn't it?
It's 94. No, 5.
Yeah. Flawless.
Nailed it.
Like exorcism.
That's us in Washington.
That's true.
It was 110 like a few days ago. It's only one problem. I'm not Daphne. That's not scientific.
You must be a little bit ahead, or you're just quoting it coming up.
He's just quoting
yeah. Yeah, I do that a lot. Sorry. Ew!
Realistically, the first thing a woman would do is go to the bathroom just to see what it's like. I want to know what it's like to pee standing up.
That would be the good like 50-50 of that joke, because obviously we got the male side of it. And if it just cuts to like Fred,
I just love how he's carrying the hand.
I know. Yeah, he's carrying the
This is the best acting in the whole movie. This whole
it's so
thing.
good.
Like Daff, don't you ever eat?
This is one of the best scenes in the whole movie.
It's flawless.
But it only works. It only works because all of them are extremely talented actors. Like, that's the only way it works.
Hmm.
If you have people who don't really know what they're doing, it just doesn't.
So good.
He's still carrying the bag.
Details. Whoa.
Oh, boys.
It's actually just Goose by himself crashing into things.
Masterful.
I like how this is supposed to be like a carnival park, and there's this guy just like barely off the beaten path, just doing voodoo rituals every day.
Yeah.
There's like some like loophole where it's technically public property, so they can't get him to leave the park.
It's like wetlands, but it's just this guy and his voodoo.
It's the chicken sacrifice.
Again, Matthew. Like, look, literally the Spooky Island like park boats are on his property.
Children, maybe
Okay.
maybe not right here.
There you go. All right.
Kit Kats, they said.
Maybe we misread
love-
it. Maybe it was just Get a Cat.
I love that shirt he's rocking. That
Oh, yeah.
almost kind of shirt he's rocking. That is something I miss about like movies that get made nowadays. Like they just take it too seriously. Like you don't get to see like a lot of the time you don't get to see just like wardrobe stuff like this where you're like they went for it. Like
that's a cat with a bobbing head. Don't touch it.
Look at the drip on this man.
No.
Oh God.
His eyes are not of this world.
No. I still think one of his best roles is Rat Race.
It is.
I'm going to win the race. Rackerize?
What the fuck is this movie? Oh no.
I like how the Mystery Inc. has always been like basically teenagers or like high schoolers, and they're all like obviously in their 30s.
Adults. Yeah.
Oh no.
What is
Oh no.
What is happening?
The cats are ramping up. Woohoo!
Assemble. I'm telling you, we need that as the centerpiece of our house.
Have that at our wedding.
Yeah.
Put that on your registry. Get someone to chip in for that.
Oh God.
You have to pass it to enter the wedding. Smack the disco skull for good luck.
I didn't say it earlier, Taylor, but I'm so glad you're wearing your sweatshirt because when I saw that on Facebook, I said, that is incredible. Have you seen it?
Let me see if I
stand
can.
up. Let her see it.
If I can.
So that is
So got, like,
for
the
Jacob when
showdown
he knocked
stuff
everybody
on it.
out in the free for all, and so they got a little kangaroo on
That's
there.
beautiful.
It was just like, it didn't look like they were ever going to make anything for it. So I was like, I'll make them for us. Like, just make 2 of them just custom for us to have. And I wasn't expecting people to like
You made them?
like it as much. Yeah.
Amazing.
But
Like I want to get one, but I feel like it's a conflict of interest.
well, I want to be able to like, because there's quite a few people who've said they want one. And I'm like, I want to just like put it up for people to buy, but like, I don't know how that would work with like copyright. Like, I don't want to get in trouble for like selling it.
there's people to talk to. I think you could try to get it on there.
But because there's so many people who want it, like especially like a bunch of the Australian Schmodown fans like want one. But I'm just like, I don't know how to make that happen without getting in trouble.
Just do it on the down low.
Or the down under. Sorry.
Nope, that's it. That's the final strike.
Jacob's entire like plasmic soul or whatever just left his body. Protoplasm.
Oh man, that was like his face the entire time we were in the US the last time, because like PJ and everyone we hung out with were just like trying to find ways to insert just those dance moves, man.
Maverick just like screamed.
Oh, dude.
That outfit.
That's
my
the
God.
drip, though. That is.
It is.
Wardrobe.
I like it. He's just like, I'm going crazy with it. I don't
Fred
care.
is owning it. And I like how I don't have to specify the character or the actor. It's just Fred.
Screaming? What's wrong?
Oh, that's another great shirt.
Oh my gosh, it is, yeah.
Like I said, the fashion in this movie is just
That's very Men in Tights. Tell me it's not.
Oh, it's 100%. That's Blinken right there. And then he rubs his elbow. I'm with Matthew Lillard. I wish he got a lot more work than he
Look at
does.
his arm.
I know.
That poor white boy. He doesn't know what he's doing.
You all forgot the next part of the dance. Like the slide. Why do I feel like that's actually Rowan Atkinson right there? Just feeling like, No, you know what? That was Tommy Lee Jones in the entirety of Batman Forever. If you ever heard of that.
Yeah.
It's like, pardon me.
Is that The Rock?
I like how I'm even getting down to the cult music. We're like two peas in a far out pod, Scoob. All right, here's a crossover I need. I need Indiana Jones teaming up with Mystery Inc.
Hell yeah. I want that, and then I also want the Tomb Raider crossover.
With Indy or with Scooby?
Yes.
Okay,
Like,
perfect.
It needs to be like this That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana kind of crossover where it's just like
keep Sam and Dean in there too.
Always
because-
Sam and Dean and everything.
Yeah.
like it's just got to be a whole thing.
Well, I'm mad that they never got to cross over Constantine with Supernatural before Supernatural ended.
Whoa.
What happened to our camera?
I don't know.
Yeah, but Constantine's still going in Legends of Tomorrow on CW. So they could have done it. What? Uh-oh.
I don't know what's going on with our camera.
I don't know what just happened. I can hear you though.
Yeah, so that's cool.
This is an audio only podcast. Oh, you're back.
Are we back? Did we fix it? Okay.
Click remote shooting.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Nope.
We're back.
Okay. Our
Alright.
camera was just like, nope,
Nah, I'm just not gonna work.
I'm done.
It said you've been watching
I
this movie
didn't want
long
to watch
enough.
any more Scooby-Doo.
Can you imagine him reading the script and being like, ooh, okay.
All right.
Maybe they just got an actual animatronic to play Rowan Atkinson in this scene.
I love Daphne in this part.
So you know what they missed an opportunity on doing is having Scooby embody somebody.
Yeah.
That's true.
I feel like that would have been good.
Have him be a human for a little bit.
Yeah.
I reckon that'll end up probably being a 5-pointer, but it won't be what is the item. It'll be what movie features, what 2002
Demon
family
Riders.
film features the Demon Riders.
PJ?
Yeah.
I love this reveal.
Old Man Smithers? Like he didn't know. Scrappy.
How did the Damon Riders get so much smaller?
It got cold.
I love this transformation. How lopsided the whole thing is.
I like it's just the sound of like an inflated balloon.
I know. And the Damaritis is like shrinking even more.
At this point, it's pretty much a metal nipple. It's funny how they
Don't you mean Melvin knew?
They go from like Scooby level of CGI with Scrappy to the monster CGI. Oh, here's our Buffy scene. No, not Melvin. I mean, he's right in front of you.
I love this scene.
Oh, God.
That's very Power Rangers, all of it.
Hell yeah.
Nothing screams 2000s like a simple plan doing Scooby-Doo.
Yep.
It is if you had to capture it in
Oh,
a
yeah.
bottle.
I mean, like
Yep.
Simple Plan, Scooby-Doo, or like Panic, Greatest Showman. I mean, it's pretty...
Mm.
All right, now you're done.
Now I get screwed up. This is very Jackie Chan of him. That's about as
Not
good.
how legs work.
It is now.
That's about as good as Natasha like knocking somebody out with her hair in Avengers.
Yep.
You don't know what they teach in
That's
the
disgusting.
Yeah.
What's up?
You said you don't know what they teach in the
That's
Red
right.
Room. I love that he's wearing bell bottoms. It makes me really happy.
Like, the fashion in this movie is just unmatched, really.
It's
It's
top
just-
notch. And you just wonder, they have like a different outfit every scene. When did they change?
All those Shaggy's just ha. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, every time he's done that in the movie, I'm like, I feel like I could use a good back crack like that.
It hit the spot.
Yeah.
That
That would hurt.
yep.
I'm pretty sure she defies physics here in a second, but we're gonna
Yeah.
let it slide.
It's amazing though.
Well, and the kick and spinning backwards, and all of it.
We love it.
We stand.
When did
10
she
out of 10,
get
no
to be
notes.
a character in Mortal Kombat?
I don't know.
Daphne.
Straight up.
DLC.
They could. They own the rights.
It's true. It's true. They do.
I would play as Daphne.
When the
100%.
whole Shaggy's like the most powerful being in the universe thing was going around, people were making all these different Shaggy memes for Mortal Kombat, and it was one of my favorite things.
You just imagine waking up suddenly there like 6 months after you've been on a holiday.
I know. You're like, what the Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah! I love that disco ball.
What's a better everything exploding ending? This or Ready or Not?
Or Kingsman.
Or Kingsman.
Ooh. They're all pretty good.
Kingsman has, I think, the greatest exploding, like just exploding scene where you're like, what the fuck?
You've been a bad puppy.
I like the one in Ready or Not because, like, up until that point, you don't know if they're fully going to lean into it or not.
Yeah.
It's
And then that point
comedically-
happens and you're like, okay, I dig this. They're just going with it.
I love that when he first transforms, his head's the last thing to get big, and when he shrinks, it's the last thing to...
The sad truth is it's very likely that Scrappy-Doo was put down because of this.
That's the story they don't tell you.
Like it.
There's so much tension. Velma's like, am I a joke to you? I wore this low-cut top and everything.
Shaggy's nipping. I feel like this was actually Rowan Atkinson during the movie. Like he just they like cast him in the movie and then he just like hid.
I forgot about him. Wait, why did her sweater change back?
And her hair. Her hair is completely
anymore.
back to what it was.
Of me.
So good.
His commitment.
My first tears as a child.
Oh.
I don't know. Maverick did a full front flip onto
Look
the couch.
There's so much drama.
There's a lot of violent energy behind us.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're both staring at each other, ears all the way back.
See if I move this over here if they can see.
Oh,
There's one of them.
there they are.
All right, I'm gonna stop doing stuff. I'm just gonna call it a whoops. Oh,
What
no.
did you do?
I
What did you
jinxed
do?
is what I did.
Do you lose it?
Stop touching it.
I did for a second. There we go. It's gonna make it. I was literally about to say we only had like one internet connection issue the whole time.
You touched it. You made it angry.
I did.
I like how he shaved. Like he's
like, nah, I'm not a caveman anymore.
Oh my gosh. Hey. All right. Did you see that?
No, I missed all of it.
Okay, so Goose did a front flip off the top of the couch and then kicked Maverick off with his back legs, all in one move. It was very impressive.
I love Sarah. Can you guys hear the noises? and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So funny.
And that
They
was
literally
Scooby-Doo.
knocked over my
Oh
laundry
right,
basket.
that's
Yeah.
right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
a masterpiece.
I love it.
Oh God.
So good.
Way to go, Raja. Titley. Classic scripting.
Why is that such a Jesseism, though?
I will fully accept being compared to Matthew Lillard.
So stupid. So
It's the best.
Jacob, I'm so glad that we could rope you into this.
This is so stupid.
The only cure is ketchup.
I
Clearly.
do love that the face shape changes every time
Oh, yeah.
he hits it.
Scooby science.
Just stealing other people's
I love the
peppers.
guy in
Yeah.
the background that's just staring at Scooby.
He still is. He's like, what the hell?
So good.
Wonder if that hotel's still there.
Oh, guys, that was so good. I love it. I love that movie so much.
Need alcohol. Copious and copious amounts of alcohol.
Even though I've seen it as many times as I have, it always goes by too fast.
It feels so short.
It does. I know. It's crazy.
What are we?
Oh god.
What?
No.
Okay,
Can you see
wait.
Maverick?
Can you see that face?
It's like I've done nothing wrong in my
There's
life.
gonna
I don't
be
know what you're
some
talking about.
Murder.
It's not gonna happen.
Oh my god, that's so
What is
funny.
happening?
We'll give it another couple seconds. There's gonna be at least one more. Oh,
Maverick is planning.
Oh,
all right.
Nope, they're done.
All right.
oh, that's so funny.
Oh god.
Welcome to our cats.
Oh,
Oh man. Well, they're off. Well, that was Scooby-Doo.
it really was. I'm just now getting to see the comments because I had the video pulled up. Stunt Butt was my nickname in college. Hello?
Oh.
I guess this is
Just,
now
just us now.
this is a Flickin' Reel's second channel, Hostile Takeover. Oh, okay.
Why do I leave you in charge of computer things? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Just like, and that's just the portion where our guests take over the show. Notice and they just do whatever they want.
Yeah. Sums it up perfectly, actually.
I don't know if I'd give Jesse that much control.
It's a bad idea.
Well, have a great 4th of July because we're not
Oh,
doing
we
anything.
absolutely will.
Yeah, we have zero plans whatsoever.
I'm getting
We
drunk and
usually
watching
just
the
kind
last
of-
Transformers movie.
We usually just kind of avoid it.
That's fair.
What's happening?
You know what you should? I think for the 4th of July, you should treat yourself and watch Independence Day. Was it Requiem, Resurrection,
Resurgence?
Resurgence. Third
Resurgence.
one.
One of those are words.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Or something else.
You've never seen that one, have you?
By choice, I have refused to. I'm not watching it. You can watch it. I'm not watching it.
Jacob,
But
Jacob, for you?
we have 3 TVs in this house. You can use one of the TVs that I'm not using, and you can watch it.
Just based off that reaction, Jacob, for you, and I feel like I owe you at this point, I will do a watch long of Independence Day.
Nah, see, it's fun torturing her.
I'm not watching it.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll be honest, like that is a night that alcohol's probably required.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Because that
Oh.
movie sucked.
It's so bad.
It's so
Is that
bad.
the next Shark Jumpers?
Oh, that's a good one. If you guys are familiar at all with our show Shark Jumpers, where we talk about franchises and stuff that just completely jumped the shark and lost their way, I think even though it's only 2 movies, I think Independence Day is
That is fair.
choice.
No, I can.
Sometimes you only need 2 movies to
Yeah.
just completely wreck your franchise.
Do you remember the scientist that was getting like choked out by the alien in the first one? That was like, "Release me."
Who was clearly killed in the first one?
It seemed
Like very
it.
clearly and obviously killed in the first one. That they then no, he's in a coma and he's been in a coma for 20 years.
So to try to be like, I don't know what they're trying to do, but they had this whole like subplot in the sequel.
It's
It's like
very oh no, what are they called?
What?
Oh no, like telenovela of them.
oh,
Oh god, yeah.
When
Soap
in doubt.
opera,
When in
telenovela
doubt,
stuff.
Put somebody.
When in doubt, they're not dead.
When in doubt, they've just
Coma.
kidding. You haven't seen them because they've been in a coma for 5 years.
Or it's a twin.
was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Is it Liam Hemsworth that's in that movie? I'm trying to remember. It's
Oh yes,
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
Liam Hemsworth and Jesse Usher.
Mm.
Jesse T. Usher.
I just remember that they made the scientist. They because it's not. I don't think it's revealed in the first movie, but he's definitely gay in the sequel, and they make it like a whole. It seems like a whole plot point. Like they put a lot of focus on. I'm like, nobody cares about this guy. Like why? Is this
I can't
your
remember.
choice to do.
Brett Spiner was like, "Can I please be back in this movie because I don't have anything else going for me in my career right now."
The idea conceptually as a premise, I thought could have worked under different, because it was like, okay, we got attacked by aliens, but we now have access to this technology. What do? We up our world security. I was like, that's a great start. And then they didn't go anywhere. They just shat all over the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
This is the second half where we review Independence Day.
The resurgence, apparently.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm still waiting for PJ to write that in. I don't think I've heard a resurgence question yet.
I don't think I have either yet, actually. PJ,
giving him ideas.
Here, so.
We gotta poke PJ and be like, hey, remember this movie exists? And she's gonna be like, I refuse.
Oh god.
That's so funny.
Still one of the best disaster movies. I don't care. The first one.
This has been a lot of fun for me.
I had fun. It was
okay.
Fun. It's a stupid movie, but it's fun.
I mean, we trade back and forth. I watch movies with you that make me want to drink. So.
Yeah, we're about to do that tonight.
So, yeah, exactly. So, I get to have mine every once in a while.
Except I don't enjoy this one either. Like this one is, I'm torturing both of us because of a stupid show that we decided we're going to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is it against protocol for us to watch, do a watch along for an IG movie that we both don't want to watch and just... Even though we'll just won't call it studying, right? We're just two separate competitors watching a
we're just hanging out.
Because I guarantee we have
be watching a movie.
There's something I want to do with and try and get nearly every IG competitor involved that we'll talk off camera about, but I have an idea that I want to do that could be like that, which would be a lot of fun. But
I will say a Howard the Duck watch along would be a good time.
Would be fun.
I have the 4K of that coming in 2 weeks.
There you go.
I bought that on 4K. It's coming in 2 weeks.
We will have some off-stream discussions here about our ideas in a minute, because I think we could put some things together that could be fun. But to everyone who ended up hanging out with us, bless you for putting yourselves through that. If you're not a fan of Scooby-Doo, if you are a fan, I hope you had a lot of fun, because we had a lot of fun. You begrudgingly had a lot of fun.
My favorite international date so far.
Your only international date so far?
Yeah, but it's my favorite so far.
It's also your first actual watch along, I think. No. Well, we watched The Knowing with Sean, but it wasn't filmed.
That's true.
So yeah, this is the first.
That's true.
Fair enough.
Thanks for having us on, guys, and thanks for everybody
it was good.
Watched along. Our watch along.
It was a lot of fun. We'll try to. Most of our hangouts are international hangout / date nights. That's just kind of how it works with us.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us. Thank you everyone who came and hung out. We will have more content coming for you in the next couple of weeks as we try and put some time zone hangouts together, because 17-hour time differences are fun to juggle. But when we have something scheduled, we will let you guys know. Thank you for hanging out, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.